The eviction notice shook my hands, taped crookedly, while my mother coughed behind locked doors. Neighbors watched silently, afraid, as fake HOA agents rehearsed authority they never truly possessed. Suspense brewed when medical equipment hummed inside, ignored by clipboards demanding immediate compliance today. I asked for credentials calmly, recording everything, noting mismatched logos and fabricated enforcement language carefully. They smirked, citing bylaws, threatening police, assuming sickness meant weakness and surrender inevitably. Suspense tightened as movers waited, engines idling, while my mother steadied herself inside quietly. I stopped everything legally, emergency injunction filed, eviction paused by a midnight judge order. Their confidence cracked briefly, then hardened, promising retaliation through fines and assessments later. Suspense returned when records revealed liens, debts, and loans strangling their fraudulent association. I called a banker friend, asking one question about distressed HOA receivables availability. Suspense peaked as spreadsheets opened, numbers ugly, leverage obvious, opportunities suddenly undeniable. I purchased their debt quietly, every note assigned, signatures verified, power transferred lawfully. They never noticed. Still posturing publicly, still sending threats printed on cheap letterhead. Suspense simmered as I recorded meetings, documenting mismanagement, self-dealing, and unpaid obligations, stacking. Notices went out certified, default declared, cure periods explained with precision and restraint. They laughed online, calling me desperate, unaware foreclosure clocks had already started ticking. Suspense snapped when auditors arrived, tracing missing funds straight into board members' accounts. Lawyers withdrew quickly, conflicts obvious, ethics alarms ringing throughout the courthouse hallways. Foreclosure filings posted publicly, shock rippling through residents conditioned to fear leadership. Suspense surged as emergency meetings dissolved into shouting, resignations, and frantic phone calls. I stayed invisible, letting process work, letting timelines close without interference or mercy. The sick bed became peaceful again, oxygen steady, fear replaced by quiet resolve. Suspense built toward auction day, rain falling, steps crowded, cameras gathering cautiously. Their president pleaded privately, offering apologies, money, anything except accountability and exposure. I declined politely, terms fixed, law indifferent to sudden remorse or bargaining. The gavel fell once, property interests transferred, governance effectively ending instantly. Suspense collapsed into stunned silence as ownership shifted, authority evaporating completely. Residents exhaled together, years of intimidation dissolving in a single afternoon. I reinstated services immediately, assessments paused, transparency meetings scheduled publicly. Suspense lingered as criminal referrals followed, paper trails impossible to erase. My mother smiled faintly, strength returning, dignity restored without confrontation or spectacle. Former board members faced depositions, excuses unraveling under methodical questioning. Suspense echoed as insurers denied coverage for intentional acts and fraud. Assets liquidated, restitution ordered, victims identified across multiple affected households. I appointed interim managers, boring professionals, focused on compliance and healing. Suspense eased as gardens regrew, signage removed, threats replaced by newsletters, appeals attempted weekly, dismissed quickly, findings supported by overwhelming evidence. The fake HOA dissolved formally, charter revoked, name retired permanently. Suspense transformed into lessons shared quietly among neighboring communities statewide. My mother returned home officially, eviction voided, records corrected meticulously. Neighbors brought meals, apologies, gratitude, rebuilding trust slowly together. Suspense faded as audits concluded. Books balanced, transparency normalized. I sold the debt remnants fairly, closing loops responsibly without profiteering. The story spread cautiously, emphasizing process, patience, and lawful resolve. Suspense belongs to abusers. Clarity belongs to those who document carefully. Meetings became short, civil, almost boring, the healthiest possible outcome. Former enforcers became cautionary examples, names whispered rather than feared. Suspense retired from our block, replaced by predictability and calm evenings. My mother gardened again, sunlight returning color to her tired face. I archived every file, ready should history attempt repetition someday. Suspense never outlasts receipts, timelines, and steady application of law. Communities requested templates, guidance, hoping never to need them. I shared freely, believing prevention beats revenge every time. Suspense lost its grip where information flowed openly and evenly. The block felt lighter, laughter replacing hushed conversations entirely. Accountability arrived without shouting, just signatures and deadlines enforced. Suspense teaches preparation matters long before emergencies arrive unexpectedly. The foreclosure closed cleanly, funds distributed, victims prioritized fairly. My mother slept peacefully, machines quiet, fear no longer present. I watched sunrise, knowing restraint won something permanent here. Suspense dissolved into routine, routines protecting everyone equally. Governance returned to residents, power diffused, oversight welcomed openly. Lawyers cited the case, praising discipline over drama publicly. Suspense ended where compassion and documentation finally met. The street looked ordinary again, which felt extraordinary enough. Former threats became paperwork footnotes, archived and forgotten. Suspense taught us courage can be quiet and relentless. I never raised my voice, never needed to. The law stayed patient, then decisive, at precisely right moments. Neighbors waved freely, fear replaced by familiarity. Suspense surrendered to calendars, filings, and verified signatures. My mother laughed softly, saying justice felt surprisingly gentle. I agreed, knowing force rarely improves outcomes lasting. The fake HOA existed now only in records. Suspense moved elsewhere, unwelcome, unwon, remembered briefly. Our home stayed ours, dignity intact, doors unlocked confidently, accountability rebuilt, trust brick by brick. Suspense ended decisively, without spectacle. Process prevailed, order restored, fear gone, community healed, records clean, lessons learned, authority clarified, power balanced, home protected, mother safe, fraud ended, calm returned, night quiet, street steady, justice patient. Outcome final, eviction void, debt closed. HOA foreclosed, everything reversed, nothing forgotten. Peace held.